So reality transurfing will never try to negate a religion or a worldview or any of that kind of stuff. Hello, Transurfer, and welcome to TransurfingTV. My name is Renee Garcia, and this is my video on reality transurfing and spirituality. The reason that I'm giving this video today is someone asked me recently, I believe it was in the International Transurfing Institute Facebook group, if they needed to believe in God in order to be a reality transurfer. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. I mean, I've had people ask me how transurfing and religion works, but I never had that specific question, and I thought, wow, I should probably do a video on this and clarify things a bit. So as transurfers, we firmly believe that there is evidence to support any and all theories. So the time and the thought energy it took to create a school of thought or a religion or a philosophy or something else, some big, structured, informational pendulum, really. It has the right to exist because of the time and thought energy it took to create it. So reality transurfing will never try to negate a religion or a worldview or any of that kind of stuff. In fact, reality transurfing works quite well in conjunction with any other religions. The reality transurfing modality is wildly popular in the Middle East right now, and I have a number of Middle Eastern trainers and followers that are devout Muslims. I've experienced Buddhists coming to transurfing, finding transurfing, a few Christians even. That one might be that might be the ringer in the group. The Christian belief system really wants to, in my opinion, now these are just my opinions, but the Christian belief system kind of loads God up with a bunch of, God is the one totally in charge. And in my belief, and again, this is just my belief, it's really about co-creating with your God. And I think the Christian modality is a little more about God just sort of having full control. But again, that's my belief. Evidence to support all theories. If you have a different experience, then that's totally acceptable. So I'm actually going to talk a little bit about what happened to me and how reality transurfing ultimately became my religion. So I would say about 10 or 12 years ago, I had an addiction to sleeping pills. I was taking a Valium every single night before bed for a couple years. I had pretty chronic anxiety, and I began to become very troubled by this addiction. I did not like it. I would try to cut it off. I couldn't. And finally somebody said to me, hey, why don't you try Alcoholics Anonymous and go in there and just apply all of that stuff to quitting the sleeping pills. So that's what I did. So when I went to Alcoholics Anonymous, I decided that I was going to jump in wholeheartedly and do the entire thing, which meant going through the 12 steps. And I got myself a sponsor, and the first thing my sponsor said to me was, you need to develop a relationship with your higher power. And I was like, ooh, gross, I don't want to do that. And she was like, no, you have to. And I was like, but I don't believe in God. At least at this point, I didn't. I said, I don't believe in God. And she was like, okay, well, it's going to be really hard to move forward if you can't imagine something bigger and more knowing than you. And I was like, man, okay, so let me try to work this out. So what I ended up coming up with, I came up with this idea that my higher power was this limitless space, this limitless universe full of abundance, and was going to work to help me, was going to work for me. So really what I was imagining was the alternative space and outer intention. And this actually became my higher power. And this was like years, 7 years before I found Reality Transurfing. So it was quite a while, but this became a backbone for me of feeling as though I wasn't 100% on my own. So you can imagine that when I finally found Reality Transurfing, I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is exactly what I've been sort of praying to since I realized that I needed to trust something a little bit bigger than myself, and I just plugged right into it. So I'm going to speak briefly on outer intention and how this really is God, right? And Brian Scott said it the best. By the way, if you guys have not seen Brian Scott's book, this is a gorgeous book, y'all. The Reality Revolution by Brian Scott. It is great. So yeah, he said in the Facebook group, outer intention is God. And I was like, that's it. That's what most people are praying to, right? Most people are praying or asking advice or show me the way or give me a sign or help me to understand or give me a solution, all of those things. And when people that are quote unquote religious are doing this, it is the same action as transurfers are taking, looking to their world to help them along the way down their path. So as transurfers, we really learn and emphasize our relationship, our ability to lean on our world and trust that our world is in fact taking care of us, right? My world is taking care of me. Everything is going according to plan. Things are working out beautifully and continue to do so with ease. This is my spiritual mantra. Now, it may not be connected to a big God of some kind, but my world is my God, right? My world is where anything that I need that I cannot provide myself with my inner intention thinking mind, my world is where it is going to come from. So me trusting that my world is there for me and trusting that my world does take care of me, and all those gifts that come to me is my world expressing to me things that I need to see or hear or have via outer intention. And this is outer intention for me and the alternative space. This is my God, really. So the guardian, right? The inner guardian, or the guardian angel, even Vadim talks about in the book, that you may not necessarily believe in a guardian angel, but what does it hurt to do so just in case we do in fact have guardian angels looking out after us? So my guardian angel and my inner observer are actually kind of connected. I don't want to say they're different entities. They're different parts of me. One is a voice of some knowingness that I have right now in me, and the guardian angel is sort of my higher self, really leading me in the direction of my ultimate purpose and my higher self all the time. So I sort of have this entity outside of me that is looking out after me and trying to help me connect with that higher version of myself, that higher life track, that higher purpose, all that stuff. And it's sort of the inner observer that receives and interprets that voice, right? That could be the little sign of inner discomfort, or a sign of comfort, or just a sensation. Hey, this isn't the right thing, or I think I should go this way, or I think I should do this, or hey, maybe that's for me, right? So it is about becoming in tune with my own little, version of some sort of guardian angel or something that is trying to lead me along the path to that higher version of myself. trusting that inner voice is going to hear the advice from that guardian angel or whatever that guardian angel has to say. And of course, looking to my world is going to take care of me, and my world is going to help me. I'm going to co-create with my world, right? So this is my world being half the power, and this is me being half the power, and together we get the job done. So this is sort of my take on reality transurfing and spirituality. But again, you can believe absolutely anything, and transurfing will most likely support it. I have yet to encounter something or someone that believes something other than transurfing that says, oh no, that's totally wrong. It is a very, very neutral modality, and you can layer it on top of almost any philosophy. So with that, remember to like this video if you do in fact like it, and comment below, I love reality transurfing, if you'd like to enter my giveaway for some of these. And let me know your thoughts on this video, everybody. I know this is a little bit of a complex subject, but I am curious to know your thoughts. And thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.